Hello, everybody, and welcome to Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by the Detroit Lions on the Prowl. On the menu today is the Lions trade for Everson Griffin. Everything you need to know. We've got a whole bunch on that. We also have Tim Becker with the Maniac Report. This will be once a week. We'll have that segment coming up too. And now we bring in the man of the hour, my main man, Kurt Steele.
What up, though? Hey, welcome to the show. And as always, do us a favor. Watch our videos all the way to the end so it improves our YouTube algorithm so more Lions fans like yourself can get contact from us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. And as always, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when you get fresh content from us right here on the show. And check out our Facebook page. Val does a good job over there of keeping you updated on all the Lions news. Hey, it's time to start the show right now. Hey, welcome back to the show. It is time for you know what it is, the question of the day. And it is, what do you think of the Everson Griffin trade? So, and it's just an easy question. What you think? You know, let us know. And now it is time for our response from yesterday. Jim, take it away.
Yeah, I love these comments. These people, we had like 30 some comments yesterday on our YouTube video, and I tried to pick a few, I thought were pretty good, but it's tough to choose from them now. So, bear with me. I'm trying to get to all of you. So, V5 Samoa says Okudah is a bust so far. So in his opinion, it's like right now he is, but that doesn't mean he will be. That's what I read out of that.
I got you. Dr. Detroit says ranked 116 out of 116. Bust this year, but eventually he will be good. Rather have a QB waiting in the wings.
I think he was one that wanted Tua or Herbert, one of those two quarterbacks, and he'll correct me if I'm wrong. Austin Nicholas says, I think we really see if he's a bust next week, also when Tua plays. So he's kind of. Do you think those two are tied at the hip though? Because I kind of don't. I don't see that.
Nah.
All right.
Not even close. If it were the same position, yeah. Like if you say him or AJ Terrell or Henderson, those other corners, yeah. But another quarterback, no. A quarterback is not tied to a DB now. And last one we have Charles Dirksen. Do you think we should trade Kerryon and rock with AP and Swift? Because they have the most production. Yeah, I don't know if Kerryon has a role. It's just limited. He's actually one of the best pass blockers in the league.
Oh, I know. So I just watched that back, some of the game back, and we said Kerryon wasn't there. He threw some really good blocks in that game. So
he has a role, and I think that will actually keep him on a team. I don't think they want to trade just because he knows how to keep Stafford clean. I think he stays.
I think he stays just because I don't think he has the value to another team that he has to ours.
Nah.
So I don't think we get the value out of him.
Yeah, agreed. Hey, it is time for the Maniac Report with Uncle Tim Becker. Jim, let's go to that segment.
Let's go to that segment right now.
Hello, welcome to the Maniac Report. This is Maniac Tim Becker with your Maniac Report. And also part of the Lions on the Prowl. This week, Maniac Player of the Week is none other than quarterback Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford won that honor this week by being the Matthew Stafford of old, by orchestrating a comeback victory to give the Lions a 23-22 win over the Atlanta Falcons. With a little over a minute left in the game, Matthew Stafford marched the Detroit Lions almost the full length of the field to give them a touchdown. this is how he did. He used Danny Amendola first, went ahead, threw him a completed pass, and TJ Hawkinson went ahead and hit him near the sidelines. Unfortunately, TJ Hawkinson could not get out of bounds, but they clocked the ball to stop the clock. And also, the greatest catch of the game was to none other than Kenny Golladay. Matthew Stafford threw a perfect pass, landing it right in Kenny Galladay's hands and getting the ball to within the 10-yard line. This led to another TJ Hawkinson connection. Man, that guy, future Maniac player of the week, but not this week because the honors are all Matthew Stafford. But TJ Hawkinson getting open and hanging on to the ball to give the Lions the victory. Unfortunately, there was a unsportsmanlike conduct call against the Lions, which backed up the field goal or the point after attempt, but none other than steady Matt Prater was able to go ahead and get it through the uprights and give the Lions the victory. So the duel of Matt Stafford and also Matt Prater with his receiving and tandem, and also the tight end TJ Hawkinson gave us Lions fans the victory. The Lions team 2 in a row. But I'm going to need to end this week's Maniac report because I do got to get going on time restrictions. But once again, Matthew Stafford was, these yards are not always the best because we're used to him having a lot of yards, but this is the new line. So 340 yards on the game with completing 26 of 35 passes. But none other than winning the game, leading us. Hey, he deserves it. And by the way, if I would have had a Maniac player last week, it would have been DeAndre Swift for his running ability last week. Because last week, DeAndre Swift came to play. So, I guess I'm going to say last week's Maniac player of the week was DeAndre Swift, even though I didn't have a show about him last week. But this week's Matthew Stafford, last week's DeAndre Swift. But right now I gotta get going. So this is Maniac Tim. Like, subscribe, Lions on the Prowl, go Lions, one pride. And like I say, Lions, win for the pride of it. Win for Detroit.
Hey, the Maniac Report with Tim. Good job, my man. It is time to eat up. It's the main course. Let's get to this Everson Griffin trade. So, Cowboys Everson Griffin traded to the Detroit Lions for a conditional 6th-round pick. In Dallas, he struggled this season, tallying just 3 sacks and a PFF pass rush grade of 61.8. Prior to that, though, Griffin amassed at least 8 sacks in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Because of the COVID-19 protocols, Griffin must test negative for the 5 consecutive days before joining the Lions, which means he is unlikely to play this week against the Colts, who he will potentially face in his first Lions game, the Minnesota Vikings.
His old team.
That's always good when you can face off against your, a former team. And I just think I think it's a good signing. But what do you think? What's next?
I think it's a good signing, but the one question that came up, at least for me in my mind, so I had to do a little research, is why trade for someone that we could have had in free agency? I mean, he was out there for a long time. Right. But you know what? There's some wisdom in this. Detroit will owe him about $1.7 million in base salary for the rest of 2020 and $187,500 in per game roster bonuses. So the Cowboys they signed him to a 1-year deal. So the Lions are only on the hook for the rest of it. So if they would have signed him for like $3 million, which where he was looking for in the beginning or whatever, it was a $6 million deal. Now we go ahead and we save money on his base salary and the in-game bonuses and stuff, and it's not a big cap hit for us.
Nah.
So I think that was I think it's a good deal for us. We get a rotational pass rusher, and we don't really pay all that much, not as much as we would have. What do you think?
Yeah, with the roster bonuses as of about 3.4 million, what are we getting? The expectations, I'm not expecting him to come in and be a superstar. I'm not expecting him to come in and be the end-all be-all defensive end. I'm not even expecting the high strong defensive end he was in Minnesota, but I think he can be a good rotational pass rusher. Look at what we have right now. When we lost Julian Okwara, we were bringing in Christian Jones to rush to be rotation on the outside. So that's not a really, good deal. So you bringing him in, and think about this. We brought back Austin Bryant, who's just been on the roster in name only. He hasn't really
pretty
played.
much.
So you bring in a proven commodity. He can, fit in the rotation. I don't think he's going to take Romeo Okwara's starting position, but he's just going to be able to spell him and be a good rotational player. And, it's good to have those guys, those good veterans on the team that has the attributes that he has. He's a good pass rusher. He can play inside. He can play outside. So I'm liking the signing.
I am too. He's very versatile. I think we're getting somebody that could add to the interior pass rush that we really don't have right now. Danny Shelton holds it up in the run game. Nick Williams was kind of expected to have that role, and I don't think he does that for us. In fact, I don't think I don't know. Maybe I haven't looked at closely enough, but I think he's going to be inside a lot. I think he's going to play the 3 technique. I think he's going to go when we have our 4-3 situations, which we've been going to a lot more, 4-man, 5-man fronts. He really helps us there too. And especially if he's a good run stopper as well. People underestimate his run stopping abilities. I also think that like on those 4th and 1s and 3rd and 1s. We're going to put him in there, Deshaun Hand, Shelton. We got big bodies to put in there to be able to stop the run on 3rd and 4th and 1. That helps us too. So I think there's a variety of things that he offers for us. Is he the player he used to be? No, he isn't. But you know what? We don't need him to be an all-pro right now. We just need him to add some extra pass rush and be that body in those situational plays that we need. So adding pass rush is never going to hurt the Lions at this point.
Never at this point.
So what is he saying? He's saying our journey continues to the great city of Detroit. This is a tweet he put out. To the Detroit fans, y'all are getting a MFN, I'm not going to do that on here, dog ready to eat. So who's eating, who's starving? Apparently Everson Griffin. Thank you for blessing my family with another opportunity to be great. I can't effing wait. See y'all tomorrow. So he's saying,
yeah, that's what's up.
What's your take on this trade, Kurt?
All
encompassing.
I like the trade. Like I said, we're getting a proven defensive end with the rotation that helps our rotation at pass rush for the low. I mean, think about it. We're only getting him from a fraction of what we could have paid for him earlier in the year. I mean, we only played 6 games. So, and we're only paying him for 9 because he won't play this week. So I'm good with that.
Yeah, me too. I'm totally on board with you on this one. I think that we got a great rotational player. I think that he has the potential with the change of scenery to be a lot better. I don't think he has the legs. I don't think he has the burst that he used to have. But this guy's really good with technique. He's still a really good player. And I think we got ourselves a really good player for very cheap till the end of the year. And what did we say about being buyers or sellers at the end of the trade deadline? I said that we're probably going to be buyers and not sellers, but stay tuned. We'll see how this plays out. And now we go to my favorite end part of the show. It is Kurt with the dessert.
Hey, you know how we do it. We ate that meal. We had that main course. Now it's time for a little sweet dessert. Now we're going to go back to July 12th. Now, Gridiron Blitz tweeted out, he said, okay, so I've been campaigning for Everson Griffin to come to the Lions for like 3 months now. I've been behind this move since he left the Vikings. I even met Coach Patricia and told him I want Everson Griffin. His exact words was, I do too. I love to have him on this team. I get no response from Everson Griffin. And then right after that, Everson Griffin back in July says, let's freaking go. So he wanted to come to Detroit, and he finally is where he wants to be, in the Motor City. So that's your dessert for today. Everson Griffin wanted to be here all along.
That's really good. It's good insight. Man, guys, thank you for rocking with us. You guys are amazing in the chat and Facebook, everywhere that you guys are helping us out, commenting, sharing the video, giving the thumbs up, giving the likes and the subscriptions. Thank you very much. It helps us to put out this content to other Lions fans and maybe missing out. So we really appreciate each and every one of you.
Hey, so you know what we need to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when you're getting fresh content from us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. And you know what we want you to do. Whatever you do in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. Well, my man Jim over here at Detroit Lions on the Prowl. This is Kurt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon.